got one that can see.
Hey, shared a video the other day about the image of God and Jesus. And I've got some comments. Someone was putting Revelation 1:14, where it talks about his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. But, and like I said, I'm going to show you guys some scripture, and I bet a lot of you didn't know about it. But I just want to show you where the scripture, you can use the scripture only. It talks about those people. They came from the middle of the earth. They call it the Middle East, but they were dark. Just like when Jesus was taken, Mary and Joseph took Jesus and fled to Egypt to hide him because the king was having the children murdered. And we all know all the Egyptians back then were black. But there was a Jesus as a man, his humanity. But then once Jesus went back up to heaven, he was glorified, and he's going to have a different appearance. Like it says, his hair was white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. You know, obviously when he was on earth, he didn't look like that. But I got some verses I just want to show you guys, and this definitely goes against the mainstream, like, you know, the Catholic images that they show us of Jesus. But one of the most popular ones that you'll see people pull up is Lamentations 4:7. It says, her Nazarites were purer than snow. They were whiter than milk. They were more ruddy in body than rubies. Their polishing was of sapphire. And they'll be like, see, look, they're whiter than milk. Well, that's not their appearance. It says they were ruddy. We know ruddy is brown. But my whole point is what they'll do is they'll quote Lamentations 4:7, where all you got to do is go to the very next verse. People always say, don't just pick one verse, read the whole chapter, or at least read a few verses before and after. But like I said, Lamentations 4:7 was what I just read. All you got to do is go to Lamentations 4:8. Then it says their visage. If you look up the definition of visage in Strong's, the Blue Letter Bible, the visage is your appearance, your personal appearance. So his personal appearance is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered. It has become like a stick. Okay, and then here's another one. Let's see. Ruddy. We all know ruddy. Ruddy is brown. You can. I'll look that up in the Strongs here in a minute. But what they'll bring up, another person brought up a Song of Solomon. This says, thou art all fair, my love. There is no spot in thee. That's not talking about their appearance, like their physical appearance, because they use Song of Solomon. Look, I'll show you this. Same book. Song of Solomon. Here's what Solomon says right here. I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. So Solomon obviously was a Jew, and he was black. That's what it says right there. And another one, there's a bunch of them in here. I'm just going to go through a few. This won't be a long video, but Amos 9:7. It talks about, are ye not as children of the Ethiopians to me, O children of Israel? So the children of Israel, they looked like the Ethiopians do. You know, so we all know what color the Ethiopians were. But another really good reason, like when I really understood that a lot of the history had been whitewashed, is because in order to know what the true Jews look like, that helps you understand the fake ones. You know, let me get to this one. We all know Revelation 2:9. It says, I know the works and tribulation and poverty, but I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not. So there's going to be a group of people that claim to be Jews, but aren't. So if you understood that the original Jews were dark, then when all these real white Jews come around, you're going to know that Something's up with that. But here's what I really wanted to show you. It's in the Blue Letter Bible. Okay, I already have it pulled up. This is Acts 13. And let me go back and read, so you'll have it in context. Okay, it says, now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that were called nigger. And that's where they get the word nigger from. They just added a G. And it looks different. It looks the same, and a lot of people will say, no, it's pronounced Niger. But whether it's nigger or Niger, the definition is the same. I'm going to show you. Okay, let's see. Click on this. Up. What happened? Shoot. Let's see. 13:1. Okay. Let's see. Where did I find this at? I just had it a minute ago. I wanted to find the definition of it. Hold on. And I just did this a second ago, but right here. Well, I'll do the pronunciation right here. Listen.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
See? One more time.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
Okay, now I got to find the definition. Why is it not? Why I don't understand why it's doing this. Let me try one more thing. Dictionaries. Here we go. It means black, a surname of Simeon. He was called nigger. It was from his dark complexion. Okay? So you take that, and then, like I said, let me find Lamentations. Hold on. Old Testament, here we go. Okay, Lamentations 4:8 says their visage. Let me see visage. Let's look up, see what visage means. This isn't pulling it up. Hold on. I don't know why it's not pulling up visage. Oh yeah, their visage right here. Here we go. Here we go, visage. It says an appearance, a form. Your visage is your appearance. It says, behold, my servant shall deal prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled, and very high. Okay. It says, his visage was so marred more than any man, and is formed from the sons of men. So visage is your appearance. Let me go to 4:8. His visage was blacker than a coal. Look up that. Figurative, let's see. Anyway, what says their visage is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. Here's one more in the Old Testament. Let me see if I can find this. Jeremiah. Okay, I think it's either 13 or 14. Okay, it must be 14. Okay. This is talking about Judah, the tribe of Judah. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black into the ground. The cry from Jerusalem goes up. So with all these scriptures I've shown, and that they were called nigger, I mean, people still argue. And I don't get it. You know, and they'll be like, well, what does it matter? Well, obviously, it's the truth. Just like people will say, what does it matter what the shape of the earth is? Well, from a practical sense, I guess it really doesn't matter. But when you're a truther, and you know we've been lied to about everything, all truth matters. You know what I mean? So I grew up believing that the image that they showed us of Jesus and the Jews, you know, the Catholic image with the long hair, the brown or blonde hair and blue eyes, I believed it my whole life. But then in 2014, you know, I came across this information, and literally 5 minutes later, I was like, okay, I stand corrected. This is what the scripture says. And I have a really good video about Israel, about the true Israel, and it's on my Odyssey because it got strikes when I would try to put it on YouTube, and I actually lost the channel because of it. But what I will do is I will link the Odyssey video in the comments. Hopefully it'll work. And if anybody's interested, it's a good video. It's about 30 minutes long, and I will share it. But like I said, does this matter as far as salvation goes? Absolutely not. In the church age, we're in the dispensation of grace. He says there is neither Jew nor Greek, neither male nor female. We're saved through the finished work of Jesus's cross, the work of the cross. We are saved by faith through grace. You know, so it doesn't matter if you're Jew or Greek. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, red, pink, green, or yellow. But when you're searching truth and you want to learn the history that we've been lied to, all truth matters. But anyway, hope this helps someone, and I will leave that link in the comments. Y'all have a good one. Okay, I'm going to add this on the end of the video. I actually forgot to put it in the beginning, but in Isaiah 53, 1 and 2, it says, who hath believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? This is the closest we're going to understand and know what Jesus looked like. Right here from the prophet Isaiah, he says, for he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as the root out of a dry ground. He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. So he's not beautiful. He was probably like borderline ugly in the flesh, but God came so people would, you know, see him from on the inside, who he was. He did not have a good-looking physical appearance, and I also believe that he was short because one time when he was looking, I think it was Zacchaeus was looking for him, Zacchaeus climbed up on a tree to look through the crowd because obviously Jesus wasn't tall. He was probably short. So we know the first time he came as a lamb, as a sacrificial lion. And when he comes the second time, he's going to come as a lion, the lion of the tribe of Judah, where his eyes are flames of fire. But anyway, I just wanted to add that on to the end. Y'all have a good one.